Hello everyone, this is the Cajun Gaming Guild, and today we are going to continue on our little journey in The Last Plague Blight. And if you've been following along, that's awesome. In the last episode, we were able to get a bunch of our leather done. We were able to get a backpack, some small leather bags. We have some water skins that we filled up with the different types of teas. Not all of them, but the ones that I use specifically. And we were able to get our pickaxe crafted along with our grinding wheel. And now we can sharpen all of our tools to max condition, to the 100% condition. And from this point on, that's the plan. We'll just try and keep that always maxed out and try and keep our tools up to snuff. You can see on these, though, some of them are starting to rust. My dagger's at 8%, my axe is at 8%. So once those get down there a little bit, or up there I should say, once the rust gets to about 20-ish%, I'll probably replace them. But that gives me plenty of time. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so it is nighttime. There's 9 hours and 17 minutes left of fire. This is just some water, so we're going to, well, can't drink this right at the moment. Be nice to have some food before I go to bed. I don't want to eat that bear, but I was hoping there might be a rabbit in this snare over here. Let's go take a look. It's hard to see. It's dark. Bunch of coyotes. Actually, I can't see the snare at all. It is very dark. So, is that one? Nope. Oh shoot, wolf. Gotta be careful. I can't really see where my snare is, so maybe it's not a good idea for me to be snooping out here. I'm not gonna die of starvation or anything, so we will. Oh, I don't like that bush. So we'll chop that down. Kind of slowed me down there. Kind of right in the way, so get rid of that. And we're just gonna get to bed, and we will take care of our food problems in the morning. Alright. The bear's still gonna hang around. I figured he would. But he'll disappear here in a few minutes if I leave him alone. So that's what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna go out and take a look, see if we can't find a rabbit before we do our daily stuff. Can't remember where we put that rabbit snare. Oh, there it is. Nothing in it. Okay, that's fine. Just roam around here, see if we can't scare a rabbit and hit it with our spear. I may eventually make some steel-headed spears, but it's absolutely unnecessary. I don't feel like the damage increase for those spears is, I mean, it is pretty good, but if you lose those spears, then you lose a bunch of steel and iron. So I don't usually bother. Alright, I'm not seeing much. So what we're going to do, it's not that big of a deal. I can pick up some food as I'm walking around. I could collect these berry bushes if I want. I could kill off maybe these coyotes or these wolves, wolves. But I don't really want to eat predators because they really jack up your blight. Blueberry bushes, on the other hand, we'll collect some of this and we'll see. I'm just going to see how bad these are contaminated. 9%, like I might as well eat the wolves. It's a bit much, so I'm not going to bother doing that either. We're just going to hope that we can catch some rabbits, and you know what? It wouldn't hurt at this point to maybe make a few more snares. So maybe that's what I'll do before I leave, and we'll go from there. So I think we need some sticks. We'll bring a few of those along. I'm going to make another 3 snares, and we need some rope. And we'll make some of those. Craft for snares. Let's not build. We'll make 3. No, we won't. I thought that was 3 rope, but it must be 5. No, it's the sticks that I'm short on. Yeah, it's the sticks that I'm short on. So we'll grab one more stick. And that should be good. We'll put these down. We're going to spread these out just a hair. Just because if there's an animal near them, I don't want to have to mess around with that. So we'll just go to the next one. Because they will eat your rabbits. Put one out here. We're going to put one over here. Next to this tree stump. Now, we will let that do its thing. And we are going to, we still have some food. If I get super desperate, I'll eat a coyote. I'm not going to die of starvation by any stretch. Our fire pit's going to need some wood before we leave. So we will add just straight from here because I don't want to spend any time right at the moment doing that. So we'll add that. That's 7 hours. We'll drink up the water. No, we will not. You'll know why in a moment because we are going to go to the swamp today. We're going to go right now, in fact. So that 7 hours, that should be plenty. We're only just going, the swamp is very close to us. So we are going to pick up this leather bag and this leather bag. We are going to put these leather bags in our tool slots. I'm going to bring my knife with me. I'm probably not going to bring my saw with me, actually. There's no point in keeping that on me right now because I'm only going to use it at specific times. And when I need it, I will just come get it from my tool bench. So we need this here. We'll just put that in the first and second slots. And that's going to open up our bags right here so you can actually see what's inside. The reason why I say to bring 2 is when you collect slime, it's just like clay, dirt, mud, whatever. You're going to collect so many grams of it every time you pick some up. And you don't know how much that's going to be until you actually physically pick it up. So what happens is you'll get here and you'll have like 100. And then you'll go pick up the next piece and it'll be a couple hundred. And it's going to fill this bag completely and it'll overflow. And if you don't have a second bag, it'll go into your backpack, which will start contaminating stuff. So if you have 2 little bags, you can fill up one for sure, and just bring a little bit extra to give to the druids, which I believe they want 100 grams. So, 1.5 bags is fine. I wouldn't go push it so that you almost fill this one, because it might overflow into your bag again, right? So, alright, so let us make our way. There's a swamp right next to us here. So we are going to go hit. It's just a tiny little swamp. It might not even have what we want. And actually, you know what? Frig it. We're not going to go there. We're going to go to the big one because I'm sure there will be slime in the bigger one. It's not to say that there's none in this small one. But if we go walking around this swamp and don't find any, well, we just took a bunch of blight damage and etc. etc. for nothing. So one last thing we have to do before we leave is we are going to need some of this wild bergamot. So we're going to bring that with us. And I think we should be good. So we're going to make our way over to that place. I see a coyote. There was one right in front of me. Almost walked into him. Not too concerned. Unless they're wolves. Wolves are a little bit more deadly. And even so, I'm pretty much full health at this point, so I'm okay. So we are heading to this swamp right here. And hopefully we will find what we need. I'm not too worried. I haven't been to a swamp yet where I haven't been able to find any slime, so should be good. One thing we do have to watch out for is it's hard to see the animals in the swamp. It's all hazy. And you're so focused on trying to dodge the clouds of blight because it blends in really well with the swamp. And blight does way more damage to your blight meter than just walking in the swamp itself. So we have to be very careful for that. There's a couple wolves. We do want to avoid them. And yeah, we're going to keep on going here. Alright, getting closer. As you guys can see, I believe it's day 8 now, and you can see that there are more animals in the world. It does get worse and worse and worse, I feel, the later into the game you get. I'm going to just stay and rest for a second, because we're just about there. It's just on the other side of this blight. I'm not going to rest for long, because we have to stop anyway before we go into the swamp to apply all of our bergamot. So, just going to get a little closer. Make sure there's no animals waiting in the bushes here. Alright, I can see the swamp is coming up. It's hard to tell. It almost looks like we're in the swamp right now, or right on the edge. And we probably are. Yeah, we are. So, that's the swamp right there. I'm like right in between it. But obviously I'm not in it, because you would be able to tell. You'll hear the insects, etc. So at this point, I'm going to save my game. So we will save, just because in case you die, you don't want to have to reset way back at the camp. It's totally up to you if you do this or not. I'm going to do it. And then we are going to apply all of this bergamot. Okay. Apply all of this, and it increases your timer 36, 41. Every time you add more, just stacks it for how many minutes? 1 hour. I'm just going to do it all because there is lots of lying around, and I don't want to be in the middle of this swamp with it running out. So we're going to take a little run. Now we are in the swamp. We will periodically take blight damage. I see slime right off the bat, so you can see them from a good distance away. Or actually, that's not slime, that is just the mushrooms. I thought that was slime. Yeah, those are just the mushrooms, so we're going to have to look around a little more than that. And we are going to drink some of our mushroom. We're going to drink half, okay? And we are going to drink half of our chamomile, just to keep the healing up. So it will regenerate our health, as well as reduce our blight over time, which will give us more time in here. But it doesn't mean you can go stand in the middle of the blight. It will destroy you really, really quickly. So be aware of that. So now we can see some slime. So you'll notice I'm going to have to walk a pretty good distance into the blight cloud to get it. So this is where you want to click on it before you go. Okay? It's going to go in and out. We're going to try and get some more of that. If you can, try and find it on the edge. It's way better for you than running into the middle. So I think I might leave that there for now and just go find some more. See if there's any over here. Oh, there's some right here next to me. So we'll grab this. It's pretty close. Right there. Okay, good. Some right there, but it's The further into the middle you are, the worse off you are. So we're just going to keep looking for some closer stacks. There's some right there. We'll grab that for sure. That's pretty close. I don't like that it's right next to the log, but we'll be okay. 250, that was a good one. So right now we do have 3 decent sized stacks. My Blight is actually gone, so we're going to take a run into here. We're going to try and grab, oh shit, see? Grab this and get out. And that should be plenty. So that put up my thing about a little over a centimeter, 17. But we ended up with a full bag and 3. That is more than enough. So we are going to head out and go the right direction this way here. So we're awesome. That's plenty of slime just to start off the game with. That'll make us plenty of burn piles if we want. It will make us a little bit of detoxification potion, I guess you could call it. Ooh, there's a rabbit. Let's see if we can't nail him. I would like to eat. I know that I'm in the swamp still, but my Blight is not really going up, so see if we can't kill him. Ah, shoot. Shoot, he went into the Blight. Okay, he's good. Got him. Nice. So we will harvest this meat. 10% infected, but with the amount of food you're going to get with that rabbit, it's worth it. Like those little blueberries, they're barely going to move your bar, and you're going to get infected 9%. Whereas this rabbit's going to fill your bar a good chunk, like 1.5 centimeters maybe. And for 10%, so 1 extra percent, it's way worth it to eat rabbits versus eating blueberries. So now that we are out of the swamp, our Blight bar did not get too far ahead, which was great for the amount of slime we just picked up. That was amazing. I have seen other people do it, and whoa, their bar was like, well, I've seen them die. They collected so much Blight, and they even picked up less slime than I picked up. So if you do it the wrong way, if you're not looking around and trying to collect stuff right on the edge, you've seen how fast it goes up when you're in the middle of that cloud. So just be aware of that, and you should be okay. Alright, so we're going to head back now. And while we're heading back, we used up all of our bergamot. So if we see any, we are going to get some more. I've seen plenty around. But we do need to get some more, because later on we will need to find more of that slime. And I just want to make sure that I have some, instead of having to hunt. Ooh, another rabbit. We are going to try and get him too. Just because we are low on food. I mean, not to say that my snare hasn't caught any, but got him. Perfect. First shot. Awesome. 2 bunnies, that's definitely going to help me. It pretty much will fill my food bar. Well, 3/4, which will be great. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Myself personally, I'm from Canada, Nova Scotia, and we are expecting a tiny bluster of snow today, and I work at a school, so having a snow day is always fun, but I don't think that's going to happen today. I don't think we're getting enough. So yeah, alright, so we are back to camp. We are going to get some food going before we go visit the druids, because we do need to do that. But for now, my Blight meter is still pretty high. So I'm going to just take this and drop it, and I'm not going to drop it. I'll just place it, because we can we might need that water later on today. So, and it's raining. It will collect rainwater, and you can drink rainwater. It's fine. But I don't want to carry around these bags and see that flashing. Oh, sorry. This whole time. So we're going to put that on the ground until we need it. And now we need to cook. So we're going to need something to cook on. We'll cook on this. Put one of the bunnies. Ooh. And we do have enough for 2 loads of that. We do have to be careful walking around out in the rain. Oh. So we're just going to, oh sorry, shoot. We'll carry it around for now. We just won't move until the first rabbit is finished. Let's split up. Oh, the garlic is already done. So we need to split that in half. And cooking service. That should be good. That'll give us 38. Not quite as much as we normally would get. And I think that's because the garlic cloves are... Oh no, it's not. Shoot. You're only supposed to use 40 salt, I think. So because I added extra, it brings the amount down. So I forgot to change that. Let me grab 10 of this and just split it, and we can put that back in here. Get both these bunnies cooked up, and that should bring us to at least a little over half, maybe even 3/4, between half and 3/4, I'm hoping, because it'll bring us up 70-ish points. If I can nail the second one to closer to full, it'll actually be in the 80s, so it's definitely going to bring us up there. And our light bar shouldn't move up too much, but I am going to drink, so as I eat these rabbits, it's going to drain my water a bit, and we will drink up some of that tea. So eat this. Good, one down. So this should bring it up a little more than 38. Yeah, 45. That's a lot better. So we will cook this up, and while it's cooking, we'll drink up some more tea. Red mushroom. We're just going to fill up our water bar with it. That should drain most of this. Let's see. For 56 minutes, so you divide that by 2. So 28 Blight will go down. That was more than I needed to drink, I guess, but drinking half of this was basically... Yeah, we're good. We have 42 milliliters left. We will make some more, so when we take our little trek to the druids here in a few minutes, we'll keep our eyes peeled for more red mushrooms, spotted red mushrooms, enough to make like 2 more batches. I don't think I need to fill it completely, but if I make 2 more batches, that's gonna keep us in a good area in case we need to down some for an emergency. And we'll finish cooking this bunny and get on our way. We're gonna go visit. It's got a little bit of a run, and also while we're going there, if there's any mountainous areas, we'll see if we can't find any metal. We'll try and bring back some iron. Okay, so like I say, oh, that brought us up even way more than 3/4. I love it. And now our food problem has been solved for a little bit. I'll just leave that bowl there. But I do want to make sure that there's enough wood on the fire. So we will put another 4 pieces. And when we get back from the druids, we will have to focus on getting a little bit more firewood. 10 hours and 40 minutes, that's plenty of time. And I believe the druids were this way. Yep. So basically due east from our camp. And it looks like we're going to be going through a bunch of hilly, mountainous area. So we'll look for caves and some iron on the way, and maybe we'll fill that up. So right here, there's going to be a pretty good sized cloud of blight. So we do want to skirt the north side of that basically due east from where we're facing now. I don't think I need all of these spears with me. So I'm going to, I usually make a little stack of them. And I don't really want to be out in the rain right this second. I'm going to be out in the rain anyway. There's no way around it unless I wait till tomorrow, and I'm not doing that. So just going to drop some of these spears. I'll take 2 with me, but I don't feel like I need any more than that. I do have some small pieces of flint extra. I don't need 3. And I no longer need my sandstone chunk, but I'm going to keep it just in case. I'll put my rope where that belongs, and we're out of here. We're just going to head out. Oh, no we are not. I almost made a huge mistake. Glad I caught myself. We do need to bring at least one of the leather bags with the slime so that the druids can collect what they need. And I believe it's 100 grams of slime is what they're going to take from me. So we'll leave the rest back at camp. We don't need them both. We are going to need some more wild garlic, but I know it's really, really, really close to camp. So if I need to run out and grab it right quick, I will. I'm not going to bother taking it now. And our blight has just about disappeared. There's some bergamot as well. I'll leave that in the ground. It is close. I figured there was some really close to camp. And yeah, if you don't have to pick the stuff up, just leave it. And I believe I read somewhere that it actually spreads. Don't know how much truth there is to that. But I'm just going to leave it. And we'll hope that that's the truth. Alright. We're going in the right direction. So, we'll cross the river up here. I mean, it's not like we're not already soaked from the rain. So, crossing this river ain't going to make a darn bit of difference. It's hard to see the wolves in this weather, and the coyotes. Good, we're definitely skirting that enough, so we're just going to kind of aim a little more south. And hopefully we'll find us a couple caves. That'd be awesome. Obviously we're going to find one, because that's where the druids live. They live in a cave. But it would be nice to find a couple others. So we can, okay, we're out of stamina. I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to walk instead of run. And that will allow our stamina to rebuild slowly. Slower than standing still, but it doesn't really matter. Once our blight treatment goes away. I noticed also that our health is getting a little low because you do take damage over time when your blight meter's going down. So we will drink chamomile, but we don't have to do it right this second. As long as I don't run into some wolves by accident. And I can see pretty good distance away, so I'll just keep my eyes peeled. I will drink enough to... This is the red mushroom. This is the chamomile. I'll drink whatever I can fill up just to get the healing process started. And I'll drink some more in a little bit when my water drains off a little bit. Okay, so our bar is 3/4 full. We should be able to keep running. Alright, we're heading more north, so we have to adjust a little bit. Alright, I want to head this way because it looks more like a cliff over here. Bear right there. Brown bear, it looks like. Nope, black bear. There's a cliff over here. So we're just going to take a peek on the way by. See if there might be a cave in it. Oh, don't see that. Where is that? Oh, right there. It's a wolf. So, oh yes, right here. Now, that's not so great. There is some blight right in front of this cave. But I'm going to mark it. So we'll put cave If we need to get in there at a later point, definitely not going to go dive in there right now. But if we need to get in there later because we're running low on iron from other caves, we know where it's at. And I can always bring a few burn piles, get rid of the blight right at the entrance, and we'll be good. So it's not a huge deal. It's not a big giant, like, can't get near it kind of thing. I could even jump down there from the top, take a couple points of damage, and then we'd be okay. But I'm not going to do that. I just don't want to deal with any more blight right at the moment because we just cleared it up. There's no point in jumping in it right now. Not worth it. I see another wolf or coyotes or whatever those are. They're coyotes. So we're just going to try and skirt along the edge of them because we are getting close to the druid's cave. I believe. Yeah, it should be basically straight ahead of us. Do I want to go up? Do I want to go around? We'll go up. It looks like we're going to be able to get down pretty easily anyway, so. Alright, the druid should be just here somewhere. I'm going to guess down here. Okay, took a point of damage, minor, but another bunny. Oh shit. Shit. Come on. Got him one-shotted. Because that my axe is completely fully sharpened. Well, you've seen the difference. Instead of 30-ish damage, I did 55 one shot, and that was enough to kill that coyote first hit. So that's how important it is to keep your stuff sharpened. Swords, I believe you do like 60, 70 damage, so you can do some pretty good damage on wolves. 4 or 5 hits on a bear. So just be aware of that. Okay, I'm huffing and puffing, but we are here. This is the cave where the druids live. Ooh, I see something I like here. We're gonna take this copper. We're gonna need more nails, so nothing wrong with taking a little bit of copper along with us for the trek. Now you'll notice I did not bring my, or I did bring my torch. I believe I carried it on me, but I didn't light it. I could build a fire pit right here if I wanted to be able to see better in the cave, but the druid's cave already has a fire pit in it, and so therefore you have no real use of a torch inside this one. Just gonna let my guy calm down here. He's having a fit. Collect all this. Throw out the stones. We don't want to bring those along. Small stone. There. And then we're going to go in here. So inside these caves you might find copper, you might find iron. There's nothing in this one. Oh, there is. There's some of that railgar deposit. On the wall there's actually a couple. So it's up to you if you want to collect that. You can do it now or you can do it later. I might bring it along with me for the ride. So we speak to Elric. There's 2 others there, but they do nothing. They just talk to you and say hi, how are you type of thing, or well met. But Elric here, have you made it to the swamps and found anything of interest? Yes, take a look. This number 1 option will not be here if you forgot to bring along your bag of slime. Okay, so yes, take a look, and you give him the items. He takes 100 grams. Very interesting. Definitely a substance that would thrive in the deep swampland environment. Thank you for bringing this to us. We will study this sample closely and conduct some experiments. We will send a letter with any discoveries we may find. In the meantime, be on the lookout for any other useful samples you may come across. Stay safe out there. Just leave, and in a couple days, like the first round, we're going to come a crow is going to come hang out and drop us off a new letter. So this railgar is really easy to mine, And so I might as well collect it since we're standing right here next to it. And you're going to need in the next set of quests, I don't want that mushroom though. In the next set of quests from the druids, it's going to ask you to bring him 10 pieces of railgar and 10 pieces of this vitriol. Vitriol is gotten from the copper node that we hit up outside here. So you're going to need 10 of each of those to bring to him. There's a wolf right there, so we don't want to get too close to him. He won't be as easy to kill as the coyote. Nah, he's not going to be too bad. He'll be a couple hits. So as long as you're slick with your weapon, you'll get him. Alright, so now, in saying that, I do want to hit up a cave with some iron. We could just go back to camp and hit up the one next to us. I'm sure there's probably some here somewhere. So instead of going all the way home, let's say taking a direct route, we're just going to go north a little bit, and we will try and see if we can't find a cave somewhere up in this area here. So see if we can't get back up here. Probably won't be able to right there, but if we mess around here, we might be able to find a way up pretty close to here. Maybe right here. Ah, shoot. I thought I had it. Yep, we do. Okay. So this is good. Maybe a little more northeast. Just gotta watch out for wolves. So you'll see my water level went down to 85 already from all the running we've been doing and the mining. So we're just gonna let it continue to get down, and I will take another swig of the chamomile tea. It's been my experience that caves, you're not just going to find them on a random mountain sticking up from the middle of the ground. You're going to usually find them on those cliff faces. That's where I usually find them. So that's basically what I'm looking for. If I see one, I'll go check it out. If I don't, so right over there, that looks like a good little cliff face. So we're going to go over there and investigate that and see if there's not a cave nearby. It's not a super long one. Watch out for... And so I'm so focused on the cliff face, I'm not even looking out for wolves, so I do have to be more careful. Nothing yet. Hoping that there might be something here. Is that the same one? No, it's not. So the cave we marked earlier with all the blight around it was here, and we're at a completely different location. And again, there's another pile of blight right next to the cave entrance, which really sucks. And since we don't have any burn piles yet, we're just going to mark this one. And but I can get to this copper. It is really nearby here, really close by, without getting damaged. So we're going to mine this and get rid of this. I've got to be careful of my stamina, because if a wolf or a coyote sneaks up on me while I'm mining, you can't just run away. Okay, I'm out right now, but we're almost done. So, and there's nothing around, because it would slow you down automatically. Alright, we'll just chill for a second here, let that regen. Alright, grab all this, grab that. Now, I could run in there. I probably would barely notice how much thing that we take, but we don't have a torch lit. Not to say that I couldn't go around and collect these stuff for the oh, actually, I did not even bring it. I thought I kept it on me. Darn. Okay, so I left that back home. We're just going to keep sniffing around, but we are going to make our way back soon here now that I don't have a torch. I don't need one. Sometimes I don't bring one at all, but it's just good practice, because if you do end up, sometimes these caves have offshoots that just go deeper and deeper. There's ways to get down in them, but no way to get back out. And if you end up falling into one of those places by accident, well, you're going to basically have to reload a previous save. And if you don't have one, because you've been snooping around for more than 5 minutes or whatever your autosave is set to, then you're stuck. You're done. You ain't getting out. And meaning you're going to have to restart the game, as far as I know. I don't think there's any way out of it. So, please be aware of that. You don't want to have to restart from scratch so far along into the game. That would really suck. Is that a cave down there? Usually you don't see them in a location like this. No. I was going to say I didn't think so, but I had to at least check. Where are we at? We're there. So we gotta head this way. Yeah, we're gonna head back. And hopefully... Oh, I see another cabin. Not at this point of the game. Cabins, yay, you know, not a huge deal. Because I already have my pickaxe, so I don't care if I find one now. I already have my wine skins, or my leather skins, so I don't care about that. The only thing here that I really care if I find is the clay jars, and there is one here, so I might as well grab it. But other than that, the glass bottles are 200 mils versus 300 for your water skins, so what's the point? I might as well just leave them there. The firewood is way too far from home. I'm not going to drag those back. So, cool that I found one, but the only thing I really needed was the leather jar. If I had found anything else, I would have just left it, because I absolutely do not need it. Alright, so continuing. The cave that we found on the way in, we're coming up on that. But we will avoid it. Alright, getting close to home, but our energy bar is being a pain in the ass. I'm not having a... I could stop for a second and just let it fill, but I'm just trying to keep moving. Let's see. So we are going to probably head to this cave right here, but we're going to go back first. And we're going to get rid of some of those blue and red stones that we have on us. And now that our thirst bar has been lowered, we're going to drink some chamomile tea. Water skin, this is the one with the chamomile. So this is basically going to empty it. Yep, completely emptied. That's fine. That should give us a little bit of hit points, like 18-ish. I'm getting 0.5. And it's 36 minutes. So 18 hit points we'll gain from that, which will bring us basically to 80, just under 80. And we'll be fine. And when we sleep tonight, if we don't take any more damage when we sleep, that's going to basically take care of the rest for now. So we will have to make up another full batch of chamomile tea though when we finally get back with our iron, because that is the plan. I do want to grab a load of iron, or as much as my backpack can hold, and then from there we can make a few more things like our hammer. Definitely want to make a hammer tonight. We are going to need to melt down some copper, just plain copper, to make our, I believe it's called an alembic. It's basically a little still, so we can distill the slime, because you're going to do that. You're going to need slime oil to make your concoctions, like your burn piles, etc. So we are going to have to do that. We still have basically 7 hours of fire left. I'm going to use my backpack, the one that I placed on the ground here, to put all of these gems in. I can't move them all at once, unfortunately. But if I hold shift down, it's relatively quick. This will get rid of all this. I'm not going to bother picking any more of this stuff up yet. Even though it does take a huge amount of this stuff, when you later on, you're going to need a bunch of these if you plan on making a bunch of detox. So small stones, I do have a pile. I cannot remember where I put it now. It's been a couple days since I played. But it seems to me... No, I didn't put it this way. I must have put it the other side. Just want to get rid of some of this junk that we have on. Oh yeah, I see it right there. So small stones, large stones, and a bunch of copper. And I mean a bunch, but that's great news because we have tons of that now. 26 copper, that's definitely plenty. I did not find any tin while I was out this run, so we will try and keep our eyes. I know where there's that node that's just right near camp here. So if I do need to go get some, I can just run there and mine it out right quick. I'm not going to bother until I do need it though. So we're going to put these pieces in here. I should put them in the backpack, but this is fine. I don't need these blueberries just yet. We're going to get rid of this clay jar. And that should be okay. I don't need to carry around the leather backpack. So, why do I have 200 grams of slime? That's weird. I must have taken that out. So I don't want that there. Just in case it contaminates stuff. So I just picked it up. It's in my backpack now. I must have taken that out by accident earlier. Okay, so we have a leather bag there. And a leather bag there. I was just going to say, I should have two there. Good. So from now, we are going to grab our torch. Put it in our offhand. We're going to light it. So you right click. It says ignite item. So we're going to right click on our fire. And we are going to head to this cave. Ah, shit. If I can outrun him, I'm gonna. Oh, he didn't hit me. Good. Got him. One shot. Is the other one still coming? Nope. So, we're gonna harvest one of these fats. I don't need both. But what that's going to do is it's going to fill up your torch. But it's roughly half of your torch fuel per. I could have probably taken both because we're going to be in here for a few minutes, but one is definitely going to be better than nothing. So copper rich, we're not going to bother with the copper because we do have plenty of it, but we're going to go in and you can see, oh, we do need some more spotted reds. So since we're in here and we see it right in front of us, we'll grab that. We'll go down here first because I see copper and I'm hoping I might find some tin. I might grab a little bit of that. So you'll notice my torch gets thrown onto the ground because you need both hands to mine. But as long as there's no water right here, you're fine. Your torch is going to still light the area up, and it allows you to mine. And we did get a bunch of iron off of that one first shot. I hit T and it automatically picked up my torch because it was standing next to me, and it put it back in my offhand. So don't go running off without your torch if you can help it. I'll grab these spotted mushrooms. I just want to collect enough for two batches of tea, which is 14. So 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. Is that what I have? 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11. We're going to keep looking. Iron rich, that's great. Nail these two. I usually don't pick up enough iron that I'm overweight and it takes me forever to get back. But if I just go over my weight limit a tiny bit, it doesn't slow you down a killer amount. And so I usually take at least that much back with me. So I'm already a little overweight, but I do have a bunch of stones that I don't need, so we'll just get rid of those right here. Pick that up. We have some small stones, just throw that on the ground. So I'm still overweight, but it's 7% slower, so I can handle it right now. That'll be fine. The only thing before I leave, sometimes if you zoom back, you can see a little distance into the cave. I'd like to bring back a couple more red mushrooms without having to go hunt in the woods for them. So I'm just going to take a look up here. Spotted red mushrooms. 1, so 12. I see some here. 13, 14, 15. So now we are good. We have our 14. We'll just put the extra away. And we can make our way out. There's tons of railgar in here as well. So if we do need some of that, that will be fine. So now we can right click on your torch, extinguish it. We didn't even get to the halfway point. And then right click again, refuel using 1 of 1 animal fat. And it will just refuel it to full and get rid of the animal fat that you had on you. So now we have a torch that's full. It's out, so it's no longer burning. I'm just going to get rid of these blueberries. I'm not going to eat them, and I'm not going to turn them into juice yet. So I'm just going to put them on the ground right here away from my camp and let them rot away there so I don't have to see it. Alright. Oh, bunny. Could use that food, but I imagine my snares probably picked one up by now. If not, I'm by no stretch almost dead, so we'll just keep that as is. Rabbit snare, active rabbit snare, nothing. Just looking, might as well while I'm running around here. Active rabbit snare there. There was another one, but I can't exactly. Oh, right here. And then my last one. None of them have a rabbit in them, but we're fine. I have a bunch of remains to collect for some bones whenever I do get around to that. And we did collect a bunch of iron. So we're going to go ahead and create us a stockpile close to this bloomery and get on brewing some tea. I would like to, since it's still pretty early in the day. It looks like it is anyway. Oh shit. Extinguish. I had that in my main hand, so when I went to click on the fire to open it, it lit my torch again. So it's minor, I didn't really lose any. We do want to cook up some of this tea, and we have to do that with the small bowl. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to go cut a little bit of firewood while this stuff boils down, since we have time. Oh, actually I have some wood right here just waiting to be snipped up, so we'll do that. The next thing we are going to focus on with the iron, I know I want my hammer, so that's going to be 4 pieces. So we do have to make at least one more trip to get some iron. We need 4 pieces for the hammer, and we're going to need 24 pieces for the rims for my cart, and I am going to work on that next after the hammer. So we need 28 pieces today. That's what I'd like to have before nightfall if possible. If it means I gotta carry a few extra pieces back and just be a little heavier, I will. It's not very far away. We'll just leave that there for now. This is almost done boiling. So we need some salt. We need some ginseng. We are going to need another chunk of ginseng. Oh, no, we're not. We have one piece. That's very odd. So it's not going to be enough. I believe we needed 6 pieces, and we only have 5. But we can get one of these brewing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3. And salt. 50, I believe it is for this. That's 37. Okay, it looked like 57. And split, we want, actually, we're going to put this, oh no, that, alright, never mind. So we need 3, I think, or do we need 15, so 13. That's going to bring us to 50. That's our hardy tea. Boil that up. We're just going to round here and grab one ginseng. Shouldn't be hard to find. It's relatively easy to find out here. 2 hours later. Coyote. Some garlic. We have tons of dried chamomile, so I'm not going to bother collecting that till I need it. There's some. Alright, so we'll grab both of these. And we're going to grab this garlic just because we're probably going to need some rabbit tonight anyway. So grab that. Maybe cook up a rabbit at the end of the day here. There's some ginseng right here. Super close. That rabbit's going to get snared. He's very close. Guaranteed we're going to catch him. So we will take the time to separate the garlic, separate the ginseng. And our first batch of tea should be just about done. We're going to need to go back for some more firewood though here in a minute, just to have it, because we've depleted our stockpile a little bit anyway from the rainstorm. Once we have a cart, we'll be able to go out and grab, I don't know, a couple stockpiles full of firewood. So we're going to fill up our red mushroom soup, water skin. Grab this and get another batch boiling and go grab some more firewood. Alright. Oh. Go 4 more. We'll put this in the stockpile. That should give us enough for today, but it's not going to hurt to get more. I just want to try and get back to that cave to get one more load. 11, so we're good there. I'm just going to basically get this tea brewing. I don't really need to stick around. It will evaporate a tiny bit while I'm gone, but I think it will be fine. So we're going to 2, 7, separate this, 3, and we need 50 more of salt. We might as well get rid of these. Split. hardy, so that's good. Let's head back. We're going to go grab another load of iron. Coyote. Dead coyote. It's really awesome that this cave is so close because there is a bunch of iron in here. Super huge amount, and there's copper if I need some. The tin is relatively close. So I didn't light my torch this round. I forgot to do that, but I know where the iron is. It's right here. So I don't have to really go in very far. So we'll mine up this. I forgot to check to see how much iron I collected the first round. I never took a count. So I don't really know how much I need to collect this round. But I imagine if I fill up my backpacks where I'm heavy again, it's going to be about the same amount that I collected the last round. And I will just double that number. So as long as I have 28 total, I'll be okay. That's all I need for today. Definitely using up my juice here. But there is no wolves inside the caves that I've seen, or bears or anything. So it doesn't matter if you let your energy get down. There's nothing that's going to come in the cave to get you. They might change that in a future patch, but right at the moment it doesn't work like that. So it's not a big deal. There's still more iron here. It just must have backed me off or something. So we'll finish mining this. There might even be more here in these other nodes. I don't have my light, so I can't really see them. But if you highlight the area, you can see it just by highlighting. Oh, there's more iron here than I missed. So, what do we have? We are overweight. We'll get this stockpile of large stones out of here. And we have a bunch of small stones. We're just going to toss those. And we are still overweight. 14% slower, so that means we have at least one chunk of iron more than last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 18 pieces of iron, because I have one here. And if I was to do it now, you'll see I have 8 and 8. So 16 pieces of iron. If I multiply that by 2, that's definitely going to give me my 28. And since I had a little less last time, I'm going to assume if I took one of these out, it would give me 7% instead of 14%. But I think this should be fine. I'm not the end of the world. If I have one extra piece of iron, my speed, well, I say that. Yeah, I was going to say I am going quite a bit slower, but it's just because I hadn't put the toggled run on yet. So we're going to do that. My stamina is going to drain a lot quicker, but I am really close to home, so I don't really care. As long as we can get back, empty this iron, we'll be fine. And that should be all that we need for now. Again, you may want to make a bunch of steel tip spears. Totally up to you. You can. You might want to make a brand new axe to replace the one that was all rusted out. Totally up to you. I'm not going to bother doing any of that just yet. So total we have 29 pieces of iron ore. That is excellent because we only needed 28. Actually, I'm going to take out... I emptied the entire stockpile, but that's fine. I'm just going to put 8 in here. And we're going to make a new stockpile, put it back. And then this is ready to go. I might do that today. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to. But again, I'm not going to make you guys watch all that. I will just do it on my own time. And we'll start a new video. And in the next video, I'll show you what I did. I will have created I might actually save, like, I'll edit out basically all of the smelting because that takes quite a bit of time. And when we start the next video, it will be basically me making the rims and the cart. So I will save that part for you guys. But yeah, I think that's going to end this video for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe down below. That would be awesome for me. And thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one.